as we have scheduled in our we've scheduled in our schedules, and as we plan together, we are to tackle Unit 2 today, and that is what we are going to do. We said earlier that though in the first week, because of inconveniences, we couldn't meet, and therefore we would have some time within next week so we can be meeting to discuss the Unit 3 as well, so that we can cover all the sections and the units before we start your quiz 1. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Let's recap what we learned last week. If you had any difficulty or any question you would love to ask, bring on board. You are welcome before we start the lesson.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes, madam.
Hello. So, please, I'm sorry to ask this. The method of teaching English, is it the same as the English methodology?
Can you see my slide?
English methodology, is it the same?
Can you see my slide?
No.
Your slide.
No, we don't see a slide today.
All right.
Please, I'm asking whether it's the same as the English methodology.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, sure, it's the same.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh. Let's start the lesson. I think we wanted to be waiting for your people to come in.
I am Kumano.
Oh my God, what is happening? Hello, can you meet your back? Can you meet your background, please? Okay, thank you. So we are starting with this Unit 2, and the first section is talking about listening and speaking skills. Listening and speaking skills. So when we talk about, and our objective, oh my God.
What you listen? The mission is in Boko. I but we know what not to use. So we know we can afford not to use. Can you know what not to use? Again, network.
Madam Galina, we are hearing your conversation. Please mute your microphone.
I'm not on it. So how are you all?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Today I'm happy, Papa. I'm happy that I've get you people. So let's start. What is going on? Hello.
Hello,
Let's
madam.
start.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oh, please see me. Okay, thank you. Thank you. In fact, you are so marvelous people I've ever had. My system broke down. So sorry for the inconveniences for the 4 minutes I have lost. It's not going to happen again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I want to share my slide with you. Can you see that? It's my slide seen.
No, please. Yes,
please.
okay, sir. Just came. Just came.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you still see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Please.
Okay. All right. So thank you.
Please.
Is it only clear on the screen? Thank you. So somebody just, if the method of teaching English is the same as English methodology, yes, it is the same as English methodology. So we ask, our outline is displayed there. We're going to talk about listening and speaking skills. The communicative activity section 2. We would have rhymes, songs for beginners, Section 4, we will talk about teaching unusual English sounds. We also tackled Section 5, storytelling and its importance in the language classroom. We will also talk about the fluency practices that we can have in our primary level. So the objective, by the end of this unit, you should be able to achieve these objectives. Please, I hope you're following.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
So when we talk about listening, imagine you are in a new place. Imagine you are in a new place, maybe a different country. I know a lot of people have the ambition to travel outside, and not specifically an English-speaking country, but different, either the Francophones or either the China, Spanish, etc. And you don't speak the language. Someone talks to you, but you don't understand. How would you feel?
You feel bad.
You feel odd.
You feel so bad. What again? You feel that you are gossiping about you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this entails about our first section, listening experience skill. We are saying that it is a process of receiving, interpreting, understanding, and responding to sounds, words, or messages. And it involves activeness in listening. It involves focusing. It involves paying attention and being very comprehensive. And some scholars have been able to define in their own perspective that listening is the ability to be able to hear sound. It's listening. To be able to hear sound, you have listened. To be able to distinguish the differences in sound being heard, differences in sound, asking if Monica speaks, you would be able to distinguish between the sound of Monica or the voice of Monica and the voice to Dominic. So the ability for one to distinguish between sounds, or you have the English vowel sound, as in I and A. So if these sounds are being pronounced or produced, you'll be able to distinguish between these two sounds. Then it means you have been able to capable the meaning of what? Listening. You have achieved listening. One also said that the ability to concentrate on what is heard. Concentrating on what we are discussing, it means you are what? Listening. You are now listening. Why? Because you are having the ability to concentrate on what I'm saying. We also said that some scholars say and have defined listening to be the ability to comprehend and critically evaluate what is heard. That's listening comprehension. When we were in our secondary school level, we all had written this oral English. That is being so attentively to comprehend and critically evaluate what you are being heard or listening. And one also said that to be able to appreciate what is heard, is listening. So we would say that in listening, it is the process of what? Receiving. It could also be the process of interpreting and understanding. And when you understand that, you must respond to the sound. That is the feedback. If you listen and you do not produce a feedback, you do not give a feedback, I mean the communication couldn't take place. So listening and hearing are different. Whereby listening involves focusing and being so attentive, hearing does not involve focusing or attentiveness. For hearing, it is passive. No effort is needed. It just happens. Maybe you're walking by somebody and you hear a sound. It just happened. Maybe you're walking by at the back of somebody's window, you hear the person playing music. It means that you just heard it. But paying attention or focus to know the lyrics in the song means you are what? You are adapting the ability to what? To listen. So hearing is for passiveness, and listening is the ability to be what? Active. Passive and activeness. Hearing has no effort. No effort is needed. It just happens. So we say that it is a process of perceiving sound through the ear. You will only hear something. Some sound will pass through your ear without any effort. Like what we are doing now, like what some people are doing now. You would see that their microphone hasn't been muted, and therefore we are hearing some sound, but we are not listening. Why are we not listening? Because we are not paying maximum attention to what the sound or the background is. Or we are not usually focusing on their background, but we are just hearing. We are not paying much attention. We are not having any effort here to listen to them. So it just happens. Please, I hope you are with me.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Am I going faster?
No, sir.
No.
Please.
Thank you. I'll give you the room to be asking questions. Okay. So you need to hear clearly to listen effectively. So clear hearing gives effective listening. Clear hearing gives effective listening. We need to hear clearly. So when you are able to hear clearly, then that clear hearing will rather open the gate for effective listening. Assuming somebody is gossiping, but the content of the gossip is related to your friend. Now, at first you heard. So as you heard, and the content of the gossip being related to a person that you know, now you would intend to pay a clear hearing to the gossip. And when you are paying a clear hearing to the gossip, it opens and creates a mandate for you to have an effective listening. Please, I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So we can hear a sound and we listen to understand. We can hear a sound. I'm hearing some sound, but you are listening to me for understanding. Let's move on. We have some dimensions of hearing. We have some dimensions of hearing. One, we have Is Rebecca here on board? Okay. Let me help me to finish the section 1. Then after we ask a question, we have the auditory perception. We have the auditory perception. Dominic, if you're on board, can you read on my slide what you can see on the auditory perception? Is Rebecca here?
Yes, sir, but it's only the
first page.
It's only the course title.
only the course title that is there.
It's only the first page that you are seeing.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
The first page.
Oh, then sorry for that. Oh. Oh, sorry for that. Now can you see?
Yes.
We have unit objective. That's
Yes, we can see.
Hello, can you now see?
It's only the unit objectives.
yes, you
Is
can
it displayed?
We can.
Can you now see now?
Yes,
Yes, please. Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right.
Sir, please, can I read?
No, yes, you can.
Okay, we have there's one more.
Yeah, the auditory perception, dimensions of hearing.
Dimensions of hearing. We have auditory perception. That is recognizing sounds by word or tones. That's how we process and make sense of sounds we hear. Examples: hearing the sound of a bell, recognizing a friend's voice in a crowd.
Okay, so that is the auditory perception, or the auditory perception. So the ability for you to recognize a sound by words or sound by tones. So when a child has the ability to hear the sound of her mommy or a daddy, we are talking about what? An auditory perception. So when we have the ability to process and make sense out of sound we hear, we have the ability to process and make sense out of the sound. How can we make sense out of the sound we hear? It is through our audio perception, the audio perception, and by recognizing sounds. So if somebody, a child, a learner, is able to recognize the differences between sound of different meaning, we say the person is using its ability of what? The audio perception. He's perceiving. He's perceiving through the sound he or she is what? Hearing. That's hearing the sound of a bell. When somebody rings a bell in the class or in a school or at church, you could be able to recognize that which sound of the bell is this. Is the sound of break time is a sign of what time for worship. Or when somebody recognizes a friend voice in a crowd. Sometimes you go to church, you would be able to recognize the voice of the singer, a particular sing leader, a choir master. Now, I don't know if some people have been able to distinguish between the voices of your tutors. So a lot of tutors will come on board to speak to you, but without even joining a particular link, you will be able to distinguish and recognize between the sounds you are hearing. So we are able to achieve this through the auditory perception. Our auditory perception. That is how one dimension of hearing is. So when a child is also able to blend sound to form words, okay, the child knows the sound of H. And the child also knows the sound of the up sound. And then one child also knows the sound of sound. When they are able to blend these sounds together, they will be able to recognize, to know that combining this and sound together makes it cat. Makes it cat. Makes it cat. When a learner is able to blend the sound of and the sound of the letters would help the learner to know that the ends would be coming together, merged together to form the sound of what? Bird. So the auditory perception helps us to recognize. It also helps us to distinguish. It also helps us to blend sounds together. And in the nutshell, the ability to hear the sound, the ability to remember the sound, and to repeat them in the same sequence is talking about what? The auditory perception. Let's look at the auditory awareness. The auditory awareness. Georgina, if you're here and you're really with us, can you read through for us? Comfort, if you are here, you can read through for us. Some people have joined, but they are not with us. Okay, Comfort, read.
That's the ability to be aware of sounds, noticing sounds. That's the loud, the soft, the near, the far. Identify where sounds come from. Example, noticing rain hitting the roof.
Okay, so we are aware, auditory awareness, that is being aware of a sound, noticing the sound, either the sound being a loud sound, soft sound, is a sound so much that you can, is it so near to you, or the sound seems so far to you. That is what we call the auditory awareness. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sharing something. I want to ask that if my display is fully there, or you can see it only a side of your laptop or your phone.
Yes, sir.
Can you see my slide fully displayed, or it is only one sided?
The display is up to the.
Please, we can see.
You can see.
Yes, please.
You can see it properly.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So when the sound of a learner is being heard, the awareness of the sound is what we talk about, auditory awareness. Being noticing the sound, is the sound so louder or soft or very near or far away, you identify where the sound is coming from. When you're able to identify where a sound is coming from, we say that you are using the ability of auditory awareness, the hearing dimension of awareness. Example, as our sister read, noticing rain hitting the roof. You definitely must hear that the sound of this rain is from above. You would know that, okay, this sound is a rainfall sound. Where is the sound coming from? Maybe you are in the kitchen cooking, you heard a leaked gas. You will definitely notice where the leaked gas is coming. There's some noise around your room, but you are trying to find where the sound is coming from. That is the auditory awareness. You have your phone, you've misplaced your phone, and you have asked to call on your phone. Maybe the phone is has hidden somewhere. So you ask the person to call on the phone. When the phone starts to ring, you try to be aware where the sound is coming from before you can locate where your phone is. So the fundamental skills that require children to also hear and discriminate among sounds in the classroom, either the home, the institution, either from the street or the beach side, the farm, the market, is what we call the auditory awareness. When the music is being played outside somewhere, it is the auditory awareness that would help you to know and notice where the sound is from. That is what we call the auditory awareness. Let's quickly move to our next slide. That is what we will say is it. Auditory discrimination. Sorry, auditory discrimination. Auditory discrimination. The ability to hear and tell differences between letter sound and words. Auditory discrimination is whereby a learner is able to hear and tell the differences between letter sounds and words. So when we are distinguishing by describing, we distinguish by describing. In this manner, it means we are making a discrimination. We are using the ability to discriminate, and that could be done by describing. So when a learner is able to tell us the differences, hearing the sound of ball, is it ball, and distinguish between tall, ball, spotting the changes in up, tap, and top. It means that there are differences between this letter sound and words. So when a learner sees ball and tall, the learner wouldn't say they are the same in meaning, because the learner has been able to distinguish between the sound of ball and the sound of ts, the sound of ball and the sound of ts, and making the differences like ball and tall. And when I said a learner is able to spot the changes in sounds to or words to, as in tap and top, the child is using the auditory discrimination. We have one dimension of hearing too, being the last one, auditory memory. That's the ability to remember, if you're able to recall, if you have the ability to follow and imitate sound and words. Means you are using the memory, the audio memory. The memory is helping you to remember. The memory is helping you to recall, follow, or imitate sound and words. So when we have an activity as repeating a shot or clapping for a rhythm, those days we have some, it takes two. In those days, they were having it on a television show. It takes two. You would clap and they're like, and the person should be able to have the auditory memory to imitate the sound you made. So we have an example when you want to recall a number, you're walking by the roadside. In fact, you want somebody to bless you with money, and you met a friend in a car who is so speeding up. And the person said, hey, where is your phone? Can I point? Oh, I don't have my phone with me. Okay, can you just call out the number for me? Or 0244 474747. When you go home, you would love to recall the phone number. So recalling that phone number means you are using the auditory memory. Or when you had a joke, you were told a story. You want to recall, follow, or imitate the sound of the person who told you that story, means that you are using what? The auditory memory. Can I move on? Can I move on?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
please.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On my slide, what is shown there?
Classroom environment that promotes listening.
So that means that you cannot really see it. Can you still it? Classroom environment that promotes listening. You can still see it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So let's look at some of the classroom environment that we can promote, that can help us to promote listening. Mind you, we had said that listening involves activeness and hearing is for passiveness. Listening must involve the ability to focus. Listening involves the ability to pay maximum attention. So what are some of the classroom activities? Classroom environment. Here we are talking about the environment after we. So what are some of the classroom environment that promote listening? One, the facilitator should state the purpose for listening. The facilitator should be able to state the purpose of listening. If we want learners to listen, then in the first instance, teachers or facilitators must be able to state the purpose of the listening. Why are we listening? You know, we listen for various purposes. Three of us.
It's true.
It's true. We listen for various purposes. And the purpose of the listening would either determine either you need to have a fully attention or you need to just have a divided mindset or you need to have a fairly focus. So we must know why we want to listen. We must know why we want to listen. And when we know why we want to listen, it helps us to focus and understand better. Now, why are we listening? Why are we listening to this section? Because you have something to write. You want to understand better. That is why you are listening. That is the purpose. If at the end of your list you would not achieve anything at the end, you wouldn't even bother yourself to spend your time here. So one of the reasons why we need the classroom environment that will promote listening is to state the purpose for listening. In the classroom, we would say that at the end of the lesson, you tell your people, your learners, at the end of the lesson, I want everybody to give one example of a particular sound. Setting or stating that purpose for listening, everybody will be focused and pay maximum attention. Everybody will be very active in class. But if a child is in the classroom, you have not stated any purpose for listening or your meeting, they will also do their own thing. So I would want to ask, when do we state a learning purpose? When must we state a learning purpose?
So at the beginning of the lesson.
At the beginning of the lesson, you must before the lesson, you must set clear goals. These are your goals. These are what you're going to achieve. So earlier before we give the objectives. Now at the end of this unit, what is our first purpose of our meeting? Has it been displayed there?
You stated the objectives, sir.
Is the objective there on the slide?
No, sir.
No, we've already stated it.
Okay. So I think I need to. So we need to, first of all, before we start the lesson, we need to have it there. We need to have it there. And yes, can I see somebody raising the hand? Okay. So one person said before the lesson, what again? So it must be before, during the listening, you still must tell them. Check if the people or the learners are still focusing, listening. You must check. And after the listening or the lesson, you must also reflect if the purpose is what? Achieved. You must reflect if the purpose is what? Achieved. 2, the teacher and learners should set the stage for listening. In a classroom environment, we must be able to set the stage for listening. This requires the classroom atmosphere conducive to listening for the intended purpose. So if we are setting a stage for listening, one, I think backbone here. Albert Potsusa, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Okay. Tell us one way you can set a stage for listening in a classroom.
The question again, sir.
A teacher and children should set stage for listening. How would this be achieved? Shout, James. James.
Sir.
Yeah, give one instance.
Yeah, in setting the stage for listening. For instance, in our basic school classroom, you can tell the children to stand up, give a short sound, a short song relating to the topic that is about to be treated. So, in the course of singing the song, you get the attention of the entire class, and then right after the song, you introduce your lesson after the song. In this case, you have set the mood of the case through the song that was sung.
You have done marvelously well. Dora, I'll come to you. And James, I'll come to you. Dora, I'll come to you. We should center our focus here on listening. And we are setting the stage for listening. Now we want our learners to listen. We have created the purpose for the listening. What are we to do for them to listen? That is a stage set. So in listening purposes, I know one, we must create a quiet environment. The stage for listening should be very quiet so that would minimize distraction. We want them to listen. Rebecca, I'll come to you. We want them to listen. Okay, that's fine. But what are some of the things we need to put in place for them to listen attentively? One, they should have a place where you would have a siren over there. There shouldn't be distraction. So one quiet space would be fine, would be very important. So if you have the environment. I think last week somebody gave an example. They have the learner sits under the trees, and some of the classes are open space. So when somebody passes by, they all turn their neck. When somebody is walking, they turn their neck. They hear a sound. They want to be aware of that sound and where it is coming from. So if you want classroom environment to promote listening, one, then we must be able to set a quiet. We should also be using visuals. We should portray things that they will see. Visuals that will support the understanding. As learners, as a facilitator, we should give a clear instruction. And these are what would make us have a place for setting the environment. The third one, there should be a follow-up activities to help achieve listening goals. We want a classroom environment to promote listening. Then there should be a follow-up activities to help us achieve our goals. The follow-up activities will be done by checking understanding, by confirming. You say something to your learners, you want to promote listening. Okay, that's fine. Then you must be follow-up in activities. Let them say it after you. Let them speak it after you. For you to know that indeed what you said has been what? Listened. What you said was comprehended. Facilitators should also use appropriate instructional techniques. And facilitators should set a quiet place, you have said that, and should have visual aids. All right. So these are some of the activities, the environment that will promote what? Listening. The environment that will help us promote listening. Let's finish Unit 1. Then after you ask your question. Classroom activities, we are moving from the classroom environment. Now we are moving to activities that will promote listening and speaking. So we have games. We have activities that help children develop effective listening. One, we have the market. The market is a game. And this is circle repetition game. I hope you have all witnessed that kind of game in the classroom before. So in this instance, a child will say, I went to the market to buy pepper. The second child would say, I went to the market to buy pepper and garden eggs. The third one will follow and say, I went to the market to buy garden eggs, pepper, and cabbage. So whilst I am saying, you will say, let me see. Let me go back to see that. Yes. So Ellen Emanuela would say, I went to Kofodia. And if for students listen, activities that would help a learner listen. So for students, stay actively attentive to Emanuela and say, I also traveled to Kofodia and Accra. Now, Fusenatu must also say, I traveled to Kofodia, Accra, and Tepale. Now, Georgina must also add up. I also traveled to Kofodia, Accra, Tamale, and Cape Coast. And Gifty must also continue. So this is how the market is. In the nutshell, you can also link it to buying something, assuming vegetables or foodstuffs. I bought pepper. Elena will say, I bought pepper and tomato. Gifty Nyako will say, I bought pepper, tomato, and onions. That is how the market is. We also have the telephone games for the grapevines. The telephone games are like whispering. You have your ear, somebody will whisper to you silently. You also whisper to what somebody told you. You whisper and whisper and whisper. That's what we call the telephone game or the grapevine. We have the noise makers. That's whereby people would create games to suit both the class by shouting a lot, and for you to distinguish that, oh, okay, I heard you saying it, I heard you saying that. We have role plays as a game and activities that we can promote listening and speaking. We have describe, story chain. We have story chain. We have describe and draw. You describe, you use your hand to describe it, and your partner would also draw. We have the guess sounds. A sound will be played to you, and you get that particular sound. And we have debates. These are the classroom activities that promote listening and speaking. So please, there are differences between the classroom environment that promote listening, and the classroom activities that promote listening and speaking. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. James, I can see your hand still up. James, I can see your hand still up. You want to ask a question? Okay, let's continue. Any question before we move to section 2? Move to section 2. Any question before we move to section 2? Anybody who responds, we move forward. No, sir. Yes, sir. Which one? Suleiman, let me see. Emanuela, any question?
Say, please. Does that mean that this classroom environment?
Because Emanuela, Is it Rebecca speaking? Or?
Yeah, Rebecca speaking.
Okay, Rebecca, you raise your hand so you can speak.
I said, please, for the classroom activity and then classroom environment, do they go together or you do it separately before the lesson? Or how do you do it?
All right, so our sister Rebecca is saying that the classroom environment, does it go together with the classroom activities? When you are setting the environment for listening and speaking, must it really go with the activities as well, or it must be in different dimensions? Ibrahim Asanatu, can you respond to her? Manuela, can you respond to her? Ivy, can you respond to her? Helena, Daniel, who can? I want someone to answer the question. Let me proceed. Maybe Mary Akole. Okay.
Please, my suggestion is that.
Jennifer, what's
Hello, sir.
Yes, speak, please. We are listening.
Please, my suggestion is that the classroom environment, the environment should come before the activity.
Yes, yeah, she knows that. She knows that, but she is asking that. Yeah, we know that we must set the environment before we talked about the activities. But she wants to know, does it relate together? Must it go in hand together? Or you can set your quiet place. You can set your quiet places. You can also make the environment so quiet for them, and making the environment so quiet for them. She wants to ask that while the environment is quiet, at the same time, must you start the activities?
Yes. Okay, they can relate together. After making the environment quiet, and then you can also bring in the activity.
Yes. So they are twins. They are twins. Primarily.
Okay, so to respond to the question our sister asked, I think they go together. Before you can achieve your objectives, then you need to set the environment. You need to put the measures in place. So once you get the students ready, once the environment is conducive, then you go along with your activities. Mind you, you have a purpose. So at the end of the day, all the things that the environment and then the games, they come together to help you achieve the purpose of the lesson.
So thank you so much. So they are twins. They are twins. You can't leave one out. You cannot set the purpose for listening. You have set the purpose of listening. Now, after you've set the purpose of listening, okay, at the end of the lesson, you need to achieve this. You should be able to. But you have said it. But there's no any activity. After you said it, you have sat down. Or you, the facilitator, you have moved out from the class. It means that you haven't been able to achieve your objective. So they are twins. They go together. I hope it's clear. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's quickly move to section 2.
Yes, sir.
Let's quickly move to section 2. I know you've ever noticed how we learn best. They say practice makes a man perfect. We do that by talking. If you want to be perfect, actively communicative, or to promote your oral language, you need to do that by talking. You need to do that by sharing. You also need to do that by listening. So we're going to talk about how the classroom environment will become a hub for great communication, for great conversation, for great interaction. And we are doing that for our oral language skills. Now here we are setting the classroom environment to promote oral language. Previously, we set the classroom environment to promote listening. Listening. Here, we want to promote our oral language. Oral English. And we have an ample time. We say classrooms should be rich. If we want our learners to adapt, acquire, to have mastery in the oral language, then our classroom should also be rich in oral activities and numerous books that would encourage literacy. So if children are able to practice communication, then it means that we have these objectives to be taking place. In our homes, there are some communication that goes on in our homes, in our family. We communicate with our children. In the environment we are in the classroom, we also need to develop the habit of what? Promoting the oral language. Let's move to the home, and after we relate it to the classroom. In our homes, parents do not sequence or partition oral language. That is phonics one day and syntax the next day. They don't do that. Parents don't typically plan. It means that parents don't typically plan or structure their talk with the kids in a strict order. By simple terms, we say parents just talk naturally and no script or checklist. They just talk naturally. They don't say Kojo, Kwame, Aminatu, Muhammad, Husseini. Today, I'm going to teach you one phonic today. And the next day, no, we don't. They just speak naturally. So when we relate it to our classroom, we must also be using the whole language activities. We must use the whole language activities. We must we make everything together. The storytelling must take in place. The oral presentation should be used. Per discussion should also be used. It shouldn't be strictly as storytelling. So when we use more whole language activities, it helps the classroom environment to promote oral language. In our homes, parents interact with learners. They interact with their children. So thereby in classroom too, we should be able to provide the opportunities for interaction or interaction to what? To our learners. We can do that by making the children be in pairs, creating small groups and large groups in a situation we find ourselves. And when we are creating groups too, we have learned that there shouldn't be a group whereby you will be selecting the brilliant go one way, the one side, the less average student too. It should be in the form that you would have a different abilities altogether. All average students together. All above average students should be measured. So in a group, you will find one person who is so brilliant. In the same group, you will find one who is less below average that would learn from the person or the learner who is what? So brilliant. We must also, in our homes, parents use language for non-linguistic purposes, that is to correct ideas rather than language form. Same in a classroom, we should be doing that by asking learners to elaborate and clarify topics. By asking learners to elaborate and clarification of topics would help us to promote oral language. Example, involving learners in decision making and problem solving. So maybe you, as a facilitator, a tutor, a teacher, whoever, you are done teaching. Okay, you want to set a classroom environment that would promote your oral language. Then, at the end of your lesson, you try to ask for the learners to elaborate, to summarize, to give clarification on the topic that was learned. So when you involve learners in such manner, you're able to promote their oral language skills. Somebody will be able to tell you drawing your lesson, what you said. One learner would be able to also capture the attention whereby you were concluding and elaborate it more. Somebody would also be able to capture, listen attentively when you began your lesson. So when they begin to elaborate and give clarification on the topics that were taught, let's help them to promote what? Their communicative skills. We are continuing. We have the oral communicative activities. This is the classroom environment that is promoting oral language. As we have the classroom environment that promotes listening, we also have classroom activities. It relates here. When we want to promote our oral language, we have the environment, and we also have the activities, oral activities, communication activities that will promote our oral language. Please, can you see my slide?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We are more familiar with these oral activities. We are familiar with these oral activities. We have one, show and tell. We have the other, wordless books. We can promote the oral language by using wordless books, wordless magazines. We can also promote our oral communication activities by a typical lesson. We can also do that by creative dramatics. So I would call 3 or 4 people so they can tell us how these oral activities are being used in our classroom. As a basic school student, how would you use show and tell activities to promote your oral communication?
The lower
the
lower class teachers.
Is it Kwame speaking? Who is speaking?
I said this question goes to the teachers who taught at the lower level, the
Oh,
lower class.
don't do
Class 1
that.
to
It
class
also
3.
began at the JHS level.
You see the
Don't do-
JHS teachers live.
don't do-
Oh, it also began at the
Yes, Dora.
JHS level.
It's all over.
Yeah, Dora, class 2, mommy. Answer the question.
It's not only about basic.
What is
Hey, Dora, class 2, mommy. Answer the question.
For this, those of you who teach at the secondary level, so you can use this kind of oral activities, either being the JHS or being the primary. That time you have the same people who are promoted to JHS. They are the same people who are in the primary side, primary level. And you will see people who are not familiar with their oral language skills. They find it very difficult to speak. So even if you are in the JHS level, you can be starting. We have it like status. It can be start though. We have people in the JHS level, they don't even know some words we pronounce. It's true. Yeah. So we can just creative dramatic. You can use it at the JHS level.
Please, those of us not speaking, can we please mute our mics?
Okay. So I want 4. Jennifer, can you help us with the show and tell? Show and tell. Summarize this and let's go. Who is helping? Mami Tibu. Okay, Dora, you've raised your hand. Speak. Show and tell. How can we use show and tell in our classroom to promote oral language skills?
Okay, sir. So what I've been using is we have a course called Transition to the English (T2E). We have an aspect called phonological awareness. For example, maybe you're introducing the sound p. So you can say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, and then you ask the children to tell you the sound that dominated in the statement you made. So after a child has raised a hand to tell you p, you show a picture to them, for example. But before that, you write the sound on the board, the capital and the small. And then you show a picture, maybe parrot. If you show it to them, you ask the class what sound or what letter begins the word parrot.
Okay.
So after the child will raise the hand and tell you, Madam, you ask a learner to come to the board and write the sound on the board. Thank you.
That's fine. That's fine. Thanks for sharing your experience. Yeah, Rebecca, too, have raised the hand. Rebecca, can you? Okay, it's clapping for you. It's clapping for you. Ivy Binding here. Helena, Janelle, Jennifer Boatman, Kojo Yabua, Seth. Okay, who is speaking?
Helena.
Speak for us. How can you use any of the oral communicative skills over here to promote your language, oral language? Show and tell, wordless book, typical lesson, creative grammatics, or what you've been using to promote your communicative skills.
So I'll go for the wordless book.
All right, we are listening.
Hello. So with the wordless book, you introduce a book full of pictures to child. You ask them to describe the pictures in the book. After that, you tell them to tell the storyline in their own way. And you said they'll be able to tell you the story according to the pictures in the book.
Oh, okay. So you display images without any word.
Any word.
So you ask them. So they are going to be describing. This is so while they are speaking, then it means that you are promoting. Good. You are promoting their oral skills. Thank you so much. Mami Tibu haven't spoken today. Maybe you haven't spoken today. Naomi Gani, you haven't spoken today. Esther, you haven't spoken. I think everybody haven't spoken today. Except Helena. Roxy Radio. Joe. Sekina. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Who is speaking? Sekina. Sergio, you are here.
Yes.
Sergio, take one of the activities or tell us your experience on how you promote your oral language skills in a classroom.
Okay, thank you.
I know you teach at the college, but still help us with this. Oh, okay. Okay.
As for me, I'll use creative dramatics.
Okay.
Because some of the students or the people, sometimes when you are attention giving them orally or when you are teaching without dramatic, they are not well able to pay attention. And sometimes when you create a dramatic in the classroom, it makes the class very interesting. Because for the next day when you come and then you ask them a question again, because of the dramatic that you used, they will be able to recall of what they learned yesterday. That is my opinion. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. You have done a very great job and sharing your experience. And then I want the last person to
Hello.
tell us who is speaking.
Yeah, Osu Ata.
Osu.
Ata.
Osu Ata. Okay. The platform is yours.
Thank you, sir. Sometimes the children cannot identify the particular name of the substance. So they find difficult to describe it. So to me, the teacher must bring the substance in front of the student for them to identify that when you say this particular substance, example, a fan. If there's fan in the classroom, maybe the teacher can show you that this is what is called a fan.
Okay, so I think so you are using the show and tell, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. So using the creative dramatics, it entails a lot. Creative dramatics, it entails a lot. So we have examples given in your model, like the pantomimes, and the example of the pantomimes, we have the board tossing, we have the mirror, occupational games, the role playing, object games. They are all examples of the creative dramatics. So these are the activities that we use in promoting our oral language skills. You've done so marvelous work for sharing your experiences with the activities that promote the language oral skills. Let's quickly move to section 3. Let's move to section 3. Yeah, but in section 3, our sisters and brothers in the kindergarten level, in the basic, how do you call it? The upper primary. Okay, the lower primary level and the upper primary level, including the JHS, the teachers, what happens. Using rhymes and songs for beginners. It is so marvelous that when we give birth to a new baby, a new child, we sing for the child. Sometimes when the child is crying, we just want to sing so that the child or the baby will stop crying. Even if we want to feed the child, sometimes we sing for them before we feed them. So it means that songs are very important. And using songs help us to accomplish the objectives or the purpose we have set. We are able to achieve it. So today we're going to delve into why must we be using rhymes or songs in our primary level. Even in the secondary level, sometimes when you go to class and you try to start your lesson by singing or by their rhymes they were having in their primary or their JHS level, they become very happy. Why? They become very happy. So there was a reason. And the reasons are very important. And let's read them. Let's look at them. Let's discuss it. Why are they really important for you to be using rhymes or songs in your classroom? They might not ask you. They might not ask you specifically only for the primary level. That is why I'm centering this on the basic, the kindergarten, the primary, or in the JHS. They might say, you might say the question like, give for importance or reason why we use rhymes and songs in the classroom. So if you do not see primary level and you see classroom, they are the same. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the first one, Rebecca, can you read the first one for me on the slide, if you can see the slide?
Yes, sir. Say,
Read.
it boosts phonological, that is in bracket sounds awareness.
Yes, it boosts phonological awareness. It boosts the phonology, the sounds. It makes them to become aware of the sounds. That is hearing. That is hearing. We learned the dimensions of hearing. And we had one, the auditory awareness. So using rhymes and songs for beginners or in a classroom help them to boost. It helps them to acquire. It helps them to learn some sounds of phonological letters, awareness. So when they come to the house, when they go home after school, you would barely hear, you would hear your child trying to sing the rhymes, the songs that were used in classroom. And with that, they're able to know and distinguish between what? Sounds. Number 2, same person who read to read.
It makes learning fun and enjoyable.
Enjoyment. In fact, it is
enjoyment. It makes
enjoyable.
learning enjoyment.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
enjoyment.
learning enjoyable. It's the same as enjoyment. You are not wrong. I've been telling you everything said here is correct. But actually, I can see your hand raising. What is wrong? You want to share?
Yes, yes. So at this
Okay.
point, that enjoyment, I like it because in my school, whenever I have free time, I'll just go to the crèche or the KG and enjoy myself there. I join them, reciting rhymes and dance with them. That's what I do. So I like that point.
Okay. Thank you so much. So it means that for you, anytime you feel so bored, when you feel boredom, you run quickly into the kindergarten level classroom. Please, when you go, try to be paying them, okay? Because when they sing for you to release your stress, you must show some appreciation. You must show some appreciation to them. Right. So that makes us understand that indeed, music and songs in the primary level, if a child is truant, the child will definitely come to class. Madam, today, madam, will come to, we are going to sing, we are going to learn some rhymes. And it makes them very happy. It motivates them as well. Let's calm down. Even you and I, sometimes when we are playing some music in our homes, see how we become so happy. Going to church. We the Muslims, if we have a ceremony and there's no music, there's no music, the place will be very bored. So classrooms that there's no rhymes or facilitators don't sing, please, the classroom wouldn't be so exciting as the class that no matter the level that you are. Sometimes you just pass it through GHS class, you try to bring a very nice starter. People will be sleeping, others will be doing their own thing. But when we begin with a rhyme or a song, it energizes them and it prepares them for the lesson as well. So, Mr. Boakye, thank you so much that you have shared your experience. Number 3, or point 3. Mr. Boakye, can you read for me? Elena Sati having spoken today. Okay. Rebecca, continue.
Okay. Thank you, sir. It develops language rhythm, intonation, and stress.
It develops intonations and stress.
Yeah.
It It develops language rhythms,
Intonation
intonation,
and
and
stress.
yes. So the rhythm of the language is developed. Their intonations are also developed. And the stress. And you know, these three elements help us to distinguish and interpret between the speeches we utter. Let's look at this. Oh, somebody does something to you, and you say, God bless you. And somebody does something, say, you, God bless you. God bless you. The intonation and the stress over here will be able to distinguish that, hey, is this God bless me the curses one, the negative God bless me, or the positive one? So once we are having our lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. So these kind of rhymes would help the learner to develop the rhythm. And with this, it helps them to even develop their ability to know their talent. And some are able to create their own stories and songs, and thereby making them a star, making them Joe Metal, making them what do you call it? Steve Wonder, Dana, making them yourself, you, Ellen Asante. So they began from somewhere. Sometimes when they are being interviewed, they say, oh, I started singing way back when I was in the primary level. Oh, I started singing yes. How did they develop the talent of singing? It is by this, the rhymes, the sound. Oh, okay, then they will know that, oh, there's some happiness. There's some cordial fun. There's some joyous. There's some beautiful element that you would have whenever you are singing. They chose to sing. So the rhymes would help us to develop language rhythm, intonation, and stress. But when you go to class, you are reciting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. That's the class now. You have dismantled the angels and the echoes in the class. Right. So you need to develop the rhythm well so that the people or the learners will be able to cope and join. Thank you. The next one, our reader. Today you will be our reader because Ellen is not reading.
So I'm ready.
You are ready. Then take us through the fourth point.
People learn basic grammatical rules.
People are able to learn basic grammar rules. Let's see. We have some rhyme here. Once I caught a fish. So you wouldn't say, once I caught a fish. Now, you would say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. You wouldn't say, then I let him go again. You wouldn't say that. Then I let him go again. No. So with rhymes help us to learn basic grammatical rules. We have the rhyme is very nice. I'll try to use it in our next face-to-face, our next online class. So we all be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Ellen will be our starter for the day. Yes,
Children
madam.
learn new vocabularies.
Children learn new vocabularies. It's true. So I would learn one vocab. Maybe I haven't seen the word caught before. I haven't been able to figure out what finger is. I haven't been able to figure out what bites is. They learn new vocabulary. So true. The last one.
It encourages participation.
It also encourages participation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So these are some of the importance or the reasons why we must be inculcating rhymes or songs in our lessons. Please, I hope we have set some purpose for this lesson.
Yes, sir.
And are we achieving our purpose?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Is it purpose or purpose?
Purpose. Purpose.
But when you meet an old woman, don't go and say purpose. Hey, don't go and say purpose. Don't say purpose. Don't say purpose. You will ask to serve and what purpose is. So in our next section, you will learn sound and their pronunciation. That's whereby we will be seeing, is it purpose or purpose? Is it vegetable or vegetable?
Right.
Is it vegetable? Is it cucumber? Is it cucumber or
Cucumber.
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 Hey.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, is the person calling somebody outside or is helloing us?
Cucumber.
This particular sound, Z, is it zit or Z?
Is it C? C, not Z. Z is called Z.
Please, so many microphones are on. Oh, it is giving us echoes.
In our primary side, in our kindergarten stage, we say Z, X, Y, Z. But the sound is Z. Z. X, Y, Z. We've been saying Z, and it's not our fix, or it's not your taste, or it's not our fault. As we grow, we begin to know the difference. Okay, can we move on? When you selecting, how must we select a suitable rhyme? One, we need to have rhymes with a short verses. If we are rhyming or singing for with the learners in a principle, the verses should be short. And if older,
Please mute your microphones. Please mute your microphones.
our class was saying, hey Joe, mute our microphone. Mute your microphone. Thank you. When selecting rhymes in its suitability manner, the rhymes should have plenty interesting activities. We should also have a rhyme that will provide opportunity for children to play with the sound. They play with the sound. While they are playing with the sound, right. While they are playing with the sound, it makes them have the tips in their current. Okay, so playing the sound or playing with the sound makes them have the activity before them. They practice it and it makes them perfect. All right. And what again? Steps for teaching rhymes. Steps. You can spend a whole period of various activities. Do not explain the rhyme. They will get to know by themselves. You must prepare beforehand. Prepare. You must be using sketches. You must have a general idea. That's the introductory part. And after, you are good to go. Almost 20 minutes to complete our lesson. Today we would finish. Inshallah. What? Okay. Teaching unusual English sounds. Teaching unusual English sounds. Teaching unusual English sounds. We are in section 4. We are in section 4. We are in section 4. Can we proceed, please? Now with me.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
I saw some posts. I'll try as much as possible to post it in our platform after the lesson. Then it is something like that about unusual sounds. Unusual sounds. So we want to introduce to you how to teach some of the vowel sound in English that learners find difficult. We would note how rhymes can be used in pronouncing or teaching sound, intonation, and stress or reading. But for the focus of our, no, let me say it. For the purpose of what we have set as setting a purpose. Setting a purpose. We are hammering on only 4 sounds today. We have the short sound and a long vowel sound. The short vowel sound and a long vowel sound. We have some dialogue over there, but I wouldn't love us to read. It's about Susan and Luke. Susan and Luke. We have 18 minutes more. 18 minutes more. All right. Let me see. Yes, I think we can make it a fun. We can make it fun over here by reading. Faustina, is Faustina here? Faustina Yossi? Is Georgina here? No.
Please, I'm here, Faustina.
Okay, so Faustina Yossi, hold on. Don't mute your mic now. If you have no distortion at your background. Yeah, I want 1 mil. 1 mil.
Faustina is here.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Good. So Daniel, you're gonna be Luke. Send your book or your model on page 77. Faustina, I can see your hand raising. So Faustina, you're gonna be Susan. Faustina, you'll be Susan.
You called.
Yeah,
you called my name.
I called your name because you're going to dialogue with who did I mention? You're going to dialogue with, is it Backbone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Susan, you want to turn your page to 77, you see some dialogue. You are Susan here now. Your name is not Faustina. You are Susan, and Backbone, you are Luke.
Sir.
Now read. Let's read the dialogue over there. Susan, you start.
Come over, Luke. I'm going to a new school in June.
I can't see the dial.
77.
Okay.
Come to 69.
Oh, Oh, sure.
Who said count to 69? Now, take over. The guy who said 69, take over.
Oh, sure. Who is your new teacher?
It's your new teacher. One Susie Moon. She's fond of.
Oh no, I don't like how I don't know how you're reading the dialogue. Start again.
I am
Okay,
so
let's
I'm reading, and somebody else too is reading.
First, you be Susan.
I appointed Faustina to be Susan.
Yes.
And the yes guy.
So yeah, let's start.
Okay. Did I start?
Yes, please.
Come over, Luke. I'm going to a new school in June.
Oh, sure. Who is your new teacher?
Okay, here we have an exclamation mark and not a question mark.
Sir, you said?
Yeah, we have an exclamation mark and it's not a question mark. Oh, sure. No.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Who is your new teacher?
One Susie Moon. She's fond of blue suits.
That's good. But what's her favorite subject?
She's good at teaching music. She also takes children to the swimming pool.
Eat your food and remember to polish your shoes and pull up your socks.
Okay, so we have found that Susan normally do not eat and barely polishes her shoes. So Faustina, try to be polishing your shoes nowadays and eat your food and be a good
Okay.
All right. So we have long vowels in there. We have ooh and oh, oh. We have ooh and we have oh. We have the short vowel sound oh, and we have the long vowel sound as ooh. So Susan, Luke, June, school, blue, teams, new. So you can distinguish. You can be the auditory awareness would help us to discriminate between the sound of the long vowel ooh and the short vowel oh. On the short vowel we have good. Oh, okay, on the slide we have food, cheese, blue, cool, moon. We have spoon, right? And the short vowel sound, we have it as in boat, boat. So normally we could see that we've been pronouncing the word book. Bring your book. But it's not book, but it's what? Book. Book. Look. Come and look. When you say look, it means that you're referring to the name and you are using the long vowel sound, look. So when you want somebody to see an item, it is not look, but what? Look. Look. Now, start. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. All right. Thank you for muting yourself, Georgina. Could you please mute yourself?
Okay.
All right. So the sound ooh, as in the long vowel, is different. Different between the two sounds, and we have one sound too, which is the the sound and the sound. The sound and the sound. This, can you see my cursor?
Let's go.
Yes. Good. So
Yes.
this sound is the and this is the R sound. R sound. R sound. As in sound as in and this R sound as in the plural form of what? S. So we have in our model on the slide, the first one, how do we pronounce it? How do you pronounce the first sound?
Avon.
Albert. It is what?
Avon.
Avon. But normally we say
Oven.
oven. Normally we say oven, but the right pronunciation is what?
Oven.
Oven. Oven. Oven.
Oven.
Nigerians would say blood, but the right pronunciation is what?
Blood.
Blood.
It's blood.
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 Blood. Oven. Blood. 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 We usually say couple, but it is what?
Couple.
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 We usually say couple. The two couples, we have the latest couple, but it is what?
Couple.
It is couple. 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 It is not couple. Couple. No, it is not couple. It is couple. Couple. All right. You give me some clap. So some people would say club.
Interesting. Clap.
They would say club. Can you get me some club by the what? Clap. Good. Today is Monday. It's not Monday, but it's what?
Monday.
I would say nothing. I won't say nothing. Nothing. Can fight me. That is what?
Nothing.
It is nothing.
Nothing.
The word is roots. But it is what? It is rat.
Right.
Yes, rat. Okay. So you were given as in sunny, drag, monkey, but we say monkey. The monkey was fun. By the non-monkey, by the what?
Monkey.
It is
Monkey.
monkey. The monkey is fun. So this word, this rat, it is something sexual desire, or the noise usually made by children sexual excitement. This. It's a
is
homophone as
pronounced to
rat, the animal. But this rat is related to sexual desires or some noise made by deer during sexual excitement. And we would say we have a lot of homophones, so I'm not going to talk about that. Good. So that's it. And you were given couple, I said it, you were given nothing. And words. We said dozings, but it's not dozings, but we said it what? Dozen. Dozen. And this sound is so as in A-R-A-R, and we have run, rat, rat. So you see the first, yes, you can see the first have a short sound, and this really have some long. Run, rat, bat. Usually we don't say bat. We don't say bat, but we say bat. Yes. We have cat. And we have bat, but we don't say bat. We don't say bat, but we say bat. So this is the sounds that they are unusual. I know in your quizzes, you wouldn't see this sound in your quizzes. It might be different. Okay. Quickly, we are getting it done. We are getting it done.
Yeah, please.
Oh, you go on.
Please, I wanted to know. We have shutdowns and rebounds.
If you wanted to know, then it is already passed.
Yes,
so come again.
Please, I want to know that you said we have shutdowns and rebounds.
Yeah.
So, what like?
Please, we are not hearing you clearly. So, I mean, adjust yourself and speak to our hearing.
Please, those who have not been called upon, can you please mute your microphones so that we can hear clearly?
I still don't even get it. Oh.
Hello?
So you can speak.
Please, I want to know the differences between card, C-A-R, and card, C-A. Which one is wrong and which one is
You want to know the difference
and the one
between
the word like part, P-A-T, and part, P-A-R.
P-A-T.
Here we are dealing with sound. Yes.
P-A-T.
I hope you are dealing with sound. So
yeah, sure.
P-A-T and P-A-R-T. I want to know the difference between these two words.
So we have the PAT. When you are transcribing the PAT, you would have, let me show on my slide. Where is it? Yeah. So can you see on my slide?
Please.
Can you see on my slide, please, the person who asked the question?
No, sir, please. Yes, I.
Yeah. So I'm saying that when you're transcribing the word PAT, that is part. So it will be po, and this is the R sound, and that's when you're transcribing.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't. But yes, sir.
All right. And when you are pronouncing the P po, P-A-R-T, that's part. That it have the long vowel with R sound. So you have the A and the colon sound before after it. So that sound is part. And this is part and part and part. I hope you get a difference. So in transcribing, there's a difference between it. As you would have this word, I did not. You would have on my slide, I brought something. Yeah. The oo sound, seeds. But in transcribing, we say when the S is omitted and you bring E, we say it is sweets. It is the same transcription that is given to when something tastes nice, sweets. So the difference between PAT, part, and part, you have difference between it. One seems to be short, one seems to be long. Part. My friend who asked the question, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We have a lot. Even for sounds, I loved teaching phonetics. And this we have been mandated and we have been limited to sound. So we can explore more. In our own due time, we can talk about more sound. It makes English so beautiful and marvelous and fun. Let's look at storytelling. Storytelling. We have why we teach rhymes or songs in the classroom and the importance of teaching. Now, let's talk about storytelling. Why must we be teaching stories in the classroom and its importance? We have a lot of stories like folk tales. We have stories like fairy tales. We have stories like legends. We even have moral stories. So learners must be able to be taught stories. And why is it important as a facilitator to teach stories in your classroom? One, teaching stories or storytelling makes learners understand the oral tradition in literature. It makes them understand the oral tradition in literature. How? Because it is one of the oldest and most natural way knowledge or culture or values are passed on through spoken language, not writing. Let's take note. The oral tradition is the oldest, one of the oldest and most natural way of knowledge or either culture or values are passed through spoken language without writing, without wasting time writing. So with that, it helped them to learn through listening without writing. Teaching them story also help them to learn, or it passes on culture and values. So they learn some morals, customs, things that has been passed that we are not there. History, storytelling help learners to understand these oral traditions. It also motivates learners to create their stories. Sometimes when you're teaching stories, it's not only promoting listening, but it's also help learners to create their own stories. It also helps learners to develop listening and speaking skills. Is it listening or just listening?
Listening.
Listening.
Good.
Listening. I think the C is silent.
Good, thank you.
Listen.
You have done well. So mute yourself for us. So listen, it helps learners to develop the ability to listen and develop the ability to speak. While they listen, they're able to speak. It also helps and provides the opportunity for entertainment. Storytelling is very fun. It creates entertainment in the classroom. When you are telling your learner story, they pay maximum attention and they really focus. You wouldn't hear any distraction because they want to know what it is talking about, especially when it is time for these Anansi stories. The Anansi stories. They want to know who Anansi as a fables. It also serves as a basis for creative dramatics. Yes, when we are telling stories, sometimes we make the learners to dialogue. We make the learners to dramatize the story. Somebody would dress, would emulate Kweku Anansi. Somebody would emulate another character. And it serves as a basis for creative dramatics. We were given some type of stories, but that wasn't it. When we were telling a story, how do we tell the story? You should be prepared. Yeah, when selecting a story, consider the age of the learner, the level of the learner. You must also have familiar things. Involve familiar things like animals, children, home, anything cultural irrelevance. You need to also choose a story that will engage the learners. Choose stories that will engage the learners. And they said, you must also choose something that will create suspense. Create suspense. How to tell a story. Be prepared enough. Use pictures. Use flip cards. There should be an actual telling. Find a place where all the children can see and hear you. You should have a follow-up activity. That is how we can set up a storytelling and when we must select a story and the importance of selecting a story. Let me quickly spend your 4 minutes, 10 seconds in the last section. Section 6, activities that promote language fluency. Activities that promote language fluency. We have the situational response, we have the closed dialogue, we have the open dialogues, we have the problem solving, we have the information gap activities. Fluency. We have a lot of people who are not fluent in the language speaking, in language skill. They are not fluent. But if you want to promote fluency, what are the activities you must be inculcating in our classroom, in our lessons? What must you be doing to help learners to be very fluent and boldness themselves, to have confidence in speaking? They wouldn't feel shy or timid. Or when it comes to speaking, or developing the habit of it, and they wouldn't come to a class. They know, for madam would definitely ask me, and I wouldn't be able to be fluent in speaking. But we can do that. We can help them with these activities. That the situational response, that the situation is by speaking, oral method used mainly at the primary level. Here it is really used mainly at the primary level to help learners speak naturally. So we have an example like your mother wants some sugar. What would you say? If your mother wants some sugar, what would you say? If you want to go out to wee-wee, what would you say? It's a situation. And how would you respond? If you want to go out to buy something, what would you say? So these activities would help them to promote their fluency. Oh, okay. I've learned that when I want to go out to wee-wee, I would ask my mother, "Madam, please, may I go out to pass a leak? Madam, please, may I visit the urinal?" So with these activities, they can promote what? Language fluency. Using closed dialogues. And also trying to use open dialogues and problem solving and information gap activity. I think the section 6 is done. You have a clear idea about what we have learned today. I know and I believe the purpose we set for this lesson has been achieved. And now I want to solicit any question, any comments, any form of adjective. Please, you are welcome.
Sir.
We can use 2 minutes to do that. Then we'll end the lesson.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Please, so I've already asked this question several times. I want
You can continue
your
to ask.
contact and that of the course rep, but no one has answered me.
You asked my contacts.
Yes, please. Because this is my
Okay, now,
first time of joining. Already I've missed a lot.
who is speaking? Is this Gift Nyako?
Gifty. Yes, Gifty Nyako.
All right.
I've mixed a lot. I just joined today.
Okay. Gifty, don't worry. You will try to cushion everything into your the slides will be shared on your platform so that you by anything just ask the class perfect.
Yes,
My number,
the course rep.
let me give my number out.
Okay, okay. Sir, please, I'm ready.
My number 05572.
Okay.
44.
Okay.
818.
818.
Yes, please.
Okay. Say your name, please.
Yes, Bright.
All right. Okay. Thanks a lot. So I believe I can get the recaps of the previous lessons. Or
Yes, I strategically did this slide, prepared this slide for you so you can use and imitate that in your presentation. You know, in our first face-to-face, I used the model in displaying a slide, but this time around, because I want you to also prepare the slide to do your presentation, I made one for you.
sir, so how will I get the previous ones?
Yes, so the previous one, because you've missed it, try to read your model. We will meet within this week to discuss for Unit 3. And if there's any question, you can channel it to my DM. I will explain that to you. I think we have the Unit 2, Section 2, actually recorded on the platform, recorded audio on the platform. And so I think we were able to complete the 3, 4, and 5 or so. So anyway, you have my number now. Anything, just link me up. Please. I think I need to have your your groupings, your index numbers and name, and I want you to the Oyoko Methodist Senior High School Center, Saint Senior High School Center, Kumasi, Swedro Senior High School, Takwadi Senior High School, Tamale College of Education, Techiman Senior High School, Tama Senior High School, University of Cape Coast, Wa Senior High School, West Africa Senior High School, Accra. We have the Jamina Akenton Senior High School, Opinso, Mampong Technical College of Education, Mampong Ashanti, English, Kaswa. We have the Sheffield also College of Education. Please, you are in my group, and
hey, sir, what about Oda College of Education Methodist? Oda,
sir, and Bialam Lighter College of Education, say with the mission.
And Oda.
Okay, let me go to you.
Yeah. NMTC.
Yeah, at that College of Education, you must join Mr. Owusu's platform. So, fortunately, the one who asked for my contact.
Hello, sir. Please, the first day we met, she said Tepa is part of your group, but I didn't hear. Hello, sir. I said the first day we met, you said Tepa was part of your group, but I didn't hear our sentence name. Tepa Senior High. Yes, please.
Who is speaking?
Dora Dazi.
All right, Dora, I can see Tepa Senior High School in Mr. Frederick Owusu's link. So you've only enjoyed my lesson, but I'm not going to accept you.
But sir, please, the first day you assured us that Tepa was part of your sentence.
All right. So, Dora, wait, Dora is on the platform. Let me address all she's here. So Dora, when the presentation week starts, you fine for less lectures. You can join any platform of your choice, but you must be focusing on the link and the tutor you have been assigned to. So your link or your center is related to the Frederick Owusu's number. Yeah, that is the
Sir, and also
so at the end of the presentation, your assessment score will be given to Mr. Frederick Owusu.
And sir, please, all this while we've joined you, and assuming he embarks on a roll call, wouldn't that affect our center?
He embarks on roll call. It's not going to affect your center. How is it going to affect your center?
Because
so when I don't know whether he's online. I don't think if he's to be online, he needs to click on the platform. So now on his platform, you can check if really he's online or he's not online. I hope you get it.
All right, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes,
please, my center, which is GOSO NMTC. Our name cannot be found any of the online courses, but our coordinator has instructed us to join the online because we are not up to 10.
Okay. So GOSO Nursing Training College, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
GOSO Nursing College. people who centers who are to join Mr. Frederick and centers who are to join mine. Okay.
Sir, but we are not. Our center name is not part of any of the online courses,
the online
but
lectures,
we have been instructed to join.
I can see also nursing training college here.
Do you have it there?
Yes, please. I have it here.
But me, I prefer joining this you.
Don't worry. But during your presentation period, I think you need to join Mr. Frederick.
Hello, sir.
Who is speaking?
What about Bremen?
Sir, Peter Sako, the Alam Lighter College of Education, sir, with the and we wasn't find our name on the
Lighter.
Yes, sir, with the Bishop. The Alam Lighter College.
Yes, you are right. We don't have Biam Lighter here, so I'll speak with the monitor or the coordinator if it will be added to mine or it will be added to Mr. Frederick Owusu's line. Okay.
Okay, please.
Thank you. Who else?
Please, what about St. John's?
St. John's Senior High School, Takrade. Who is speaking?
Sekina.
All right, Sekina, I think St. John's, you are to join Frederick.
One after the
other. Say what's up?
What up, boy? All right. Send our screenshots on the platform.
Our registration and how together. Should we send it to the platform and put admin?
Our screenshots on the platform. Oh my God. The person that the doctor trying to mute herself or himself.
Sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
I'm listening.
I've gone through the center that are attached to the online course, but our center is not part of.
What is your center?
Gosu NMTC.
Gosu MNTC.
Yes, popular, formerly of Hwidium.
All right. If it is not here, no worry. You can join my class.
Yes.
To be
Say.
Yes,
Thank
madam.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. I like it. I like it. May God bless you.
God bless us. When God blesses me and leaves you, what are you going to do? So God bless us.
Say.
Yes, madam.
Sir, please, the other tutor, can we have his number so that we can join his group for presentation? Sir, Elena
Mr. Ellen, the other teacher's number, I will post it on a platform, okay?
Yes, please.
So, sir.
Yeah. Who is speaking?
This is Daniel P.
All right.
So, sir, how are you going to get our registration numbers? Are you going to send on the platform or you put admin for it?
Yes. So, my people, I would love you to. I don't know. I don't know. Can you have UCC have your registration? There's already. But I want to know the number of people that are in each center. So I would know how to group. Now today I must create my groupings for you, then I post it to you. So please, Oyo Community Senior High School, Kokodia, if you are here and you are hearing me, know your members who read the method of teaching English or English methodology. WhatsApp me and send me your registered number so I can group you. Same senior high school as well. Swedro Senior High School, do same. Takwari Senior High School, do same. Tamale College of Education, do same. Techiman Senior High School. Tema Senior High School, University of Cape Coast. Wa Senior High School, West Africa Senior High School. Jamina Akenton Senior High School, Otenso. Mampong Technical College of Education. English amount from Pasqua. So, please, if you are hearing me, I just mentioned my contact on the platform. David. Bremenes Kumatine High. Save it and WhatsApp me with your participants and let me know how I'll be doing my groupings. Please clear.
Sir, please go to an MTC. I'll add our center to it.
All right, go so you can add it.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, please, can we get the link of that of Mr. Owusu Frederick?
Okay, I will right after here. I will post it on a platform. Okay, those who are belonging to Mr. Frederick Owusu, I will post his link and at the same time the number. All right.
Okay.
So please, you're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Can I say thank you now to everybody who joined the class today and I appreciate your efforts?
Yes, please. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. And unfortunately, I just enjoyed the lesson and I'm not in your group.
Do